I'm nice. Let me tell you what I'm talking about, man. All I want. Icy. All I want.
All right, it's your boy Jazz Wanna Supply, BBCRadio.com, Christmas edition. We're back in the building.
I drank my birds already.
Drink and shut the fuck up.
Nah, it's Murray just bullshit.
So we back in the building, got the whole team on deck with special guests. I got Ill Will in the building.
Yeah.
DJ Pill in the building.
Yeah.
I got the illustrious, one of the young pod gods, you know what I'm saying, from on high has come down, ascended down from the nigger heavens to be a
The nigga had
Not the hardy y'all.
the hardy on. The hardy on.
the nigger heavens.
Give me a nigga ball pencil, y'all. Like I can't be.
Nah, nigger heavens.
Nigger heavy.
You got a hoodie on that says Black Wrestling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nigger. Yeah,
The ropes and nooses nigger. You know what I'm saying?
for real.
Nigger.
Yeah, we in the building.
Watch the Watchmen or something. God damn.
I just did. That shit is fucking phenomenal, yo. That shit is amazing. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I be wanting to call on my white friends and say, damn, sorry. There was mostly white people before, and now it's all niggas. So, and I got my man Bizzy in the building, of course, Aries Lounge family. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do Christmas without bringing his ignorant ass back for another year. So, it is what it is. It's a lot lighter this year. You're going to need to bring your mic closer to you, and you're going to need to bring your mic closer to you because they are not high, expensive microphones. They're inexpensive. So, all right. We got a lot to talk about before we get into the subject matter. Yo, everybody, what y'all niggas been up to, yo? Ill fam, what's been popping, yo?
Man, for me, of course, Black Wrestling Podcast, you know what I mean?
As you can see.
BlackWrestling.com, where'sBuffy.com, you know what I mean? Shout out to the homies at the AO Podcast, you know what I mean? I be at the house. That's about it. I don't come outside.
Still be
I
at
don't
the
come
house.
outside, man. I be at the house.
The Ill Fam network is expanding. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, yo. Shout out to you, yo. First you had 1, now you got 5, 3, 4, 5. You don't know. I can't keep up.
No, I be at the house. I be chilling.
Yeah, but podcasts keep coming out. So you doing something in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Look, this is a podcast to children, and I don't sell dope.
That's lit. That's lit. I even like the way you that was ill. All right, yo, Busy. What you been up to, nigga?
Shit, chilling, working, school.
Word. That sounds sad.
I know.
Compared to his life.
Boring. Very boring.
So you're not fucking no bitches, huh?
Nah. Focusing on school right now.
So it's like
I just.
So you what's the word? Celibate? That's what we doing? What's going on? Yo, what?
What are you telling me? He's trying to stay low key. You're like, no, you're not. You doing it.
Yo, Ill fam. What's your problem, bro? Like,
I'm just.
I'm trying to be.
are you upset because I didn't ask you if you fucking? We know you fucking. You married. Yeah.
I like that. You know I be at the house,
The
nigga.
nice PG cut. Like, no.
Nigga, you ain't never been PG a day in your life. Don't come on here and try to act
That's
like
why I just told you here, lying motherfucker.
like monk or whatever. I'm just here to serve God, and
I told you he's a lying
I just want
motherfucker.
everybody to love and hug each other, nigga. That's not what this show is about. You know what I'm saying? Pill was really good, bro.
Y'all, I just work.
Word. Yo, you got on them dating apps now, so what's been popping, nigga? You said you've been doing a little.
I actually
thumb sucking out here.
I actually met a couple people, you know what I'm saying?
People?
Females.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm so sorry. Females.
Come over here,
I met a couple females, you know.
You was having a lot of fun with Patrick Sunday, so I don't know what's going on.
Whoa, buddy.
Well,
I mean, him and Busy and them almost got the rolling on the floor, but
Wow.
motherfucker said I was a Trump supporter.
Wow.
Damn, yo. So so how's the dating app working out for you?
Wow. It's working. I mean, it's creating conversation, but that's about all.
You ain't hooked them up with the McDonald's date?
Nope.
Y'all ain't getting an Impossible Burger yet?
Nope.
Damn, yo.
That's too much money.
Damn.
That's a little too much money for me.
Word.
McDonald's got that $1, $2, $3 meal.
Yeah, it's still too much.
Yo, just get a meal and then
Split it.
Refund?
That might work.
My man.
That might work,
So
actually.
you gonna be a real player once the refund checks roll out, huh? Okay, ladies, 2020, check out Young Pimpin. He gonna be in the streets once the refund check hits. Well, what's up with you, man?
Well, I've been working on my cirrhosis of the liver, like I'm doing right now.
Spell cirrhosis.
Yeah, right.
Doing it 1/5 at a time.
God damn.
Every day.
That's the reason why we don't have no Hennessy or any cognac for this Christmas episode, because we spent all of the money so he could drink from last week. We spent the Hennessy money Sunday when we did the Christmas party, and then now we don't have nothing for the Aries Lounge show. So that shows you how much we give a fuck about this show.
It's okay.
Okay. So anyway,
What about you, sir? What you been up to?
man, dog, we just threw a party on Sunday.
Yeah, it was lit.
So we did that. Before that, like I had announced during the show. I don't know if I announced it in the show last week. Did I say something about it last week?
I don't know. You ain't said shit.
Yo, I just got approved for a loan so I can buy a house.
Oh, yeah, you said that. You
So
know,
like boom, so I was
February.
just working on that shit.
Sounds
I'm
like Alive 2020 already.
word. So like we had big plans for January and February. You know what I'm saying? But I had to put all that on hold so I can focus on getting this house. And my team is probably pissed off at me. That's why niggas ain't calling me back no more. But it's all good. Shout out to the whole team. So anyway, we'll get it together once we get the house party rolling. Outside of that, getting ready for Christmas, nigga. Like, I was all right. So y'all Christmas presents was supposed to be here Sunday.
That's fine.
They didn't come. Then they said they was gonna be here by Wednesday. So
Yo, you got that shit off Wish, yo. You get that shit in April,
We ain't
yo.
gonna get that shit.
I didn't get it off Wish, and I think y'all gonna like it when y'all get it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a videotape y'all when y'all see y'all gifts or whatever. So it'll be here.
Fuck it, y'all, 5?
turn.
Yeah,
Damn, yo, what's up?
obviously.
That nigga in his feelings.
Yeah, he jumped right in that
His
motherfucker.
feelings like a
He jumped
motherfucker.
right
This
in
nigga
that
said he wanted a bottle of bourbon. Bitch, you got what you want, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Then what the fuck you crying about? Let these niggas be a surprise.
Record it.
He jumped right in that.
Yeah, I want to see niggas. I want to show people faces when they get their present, their Christmas present. What's wrong with that?
Wolf didn't like that shit though.
Then it was that's definitely going online. Then. Shit.
Like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? I don't want this.
Angles. Now say that again. More emotion. Like, I don't care. So you know what I'm saying? I thought this would be a great opportunity for us. At first I was thinking, damn, we gotta recap 2019. That's gonna be hard. But then I was like, yo, would it be a lot easier if we just recap the decade? But whatever, for whatever reason, it just seems to be easier for me to recap the last 10 years versus recap the last 12 months. I don't understand that, but
Because you can group everything together in the past 10 years.
I guess so.
Then you got to really remember everything this year.
Word. And just really seeing, like really sitting back and thinking about it. And you viewer at home, please take some time, sit down and think about 10 years, bro. Like a lot of shit has happened in the last 10 years. The technological advancements,
Oh, shit. Pardon me.
That's always
That didn't change. That's been there for 10 years, right
yeah,
there.
for real. Like even the show, man. Like this show 10 years ago was
Different.
where were we doing the show?
In the hut.
So
You know, 10 years
we were in a hallway. We were in a hallway of an office building. We weren't in an office. We were in the hallway of an office building where we did the show. And now 10 years later, we're in an apartment
In a house.
in a house with a video camera. So like things have definitely
But in between that,
in between that we've done a lot.
Yeah.
But you're actually on YouTube now.
Yes, now we're on YouTube. Where's
Spotify.
right, and Spotify and Google Play and Apple Music and Stitcher and okay, we get it. We're in a lot of places. Pause. So at the end of the day,
Stitcher.
Evolution is a podcast streaming service.
Learn something new every day.
Word. So I wanted to get into that today, and subsequently, I was afraid that I was not going to be able to have a real good conversation with these two guys. So, like, bringing in L-Fam will definitely spruce up the conversation, and maybe Bizzy will throw in something about vagina and titties at some point that'll make this whole that makes the thing more
I told
entertaining.
you I'm more politically correct now, and it's we going
Get the
into
fuck
it.
This
outta
nigga
here
is
with that
fucking
bullshit.
lying. Yo, I ain't never heard so many lies in my fucking life.
Yo, he probably got a little thing at home.
Oh, okay, all right.
He can't go wild on that. You feel
What it
me?
is,
I got
the
you.
nigga just putting that front on.
I got you.
Give it 2 minutes and let him finish that beer.
No, I like Jay's idea. He got a
He probably got a little thing. Yeah.
He can't say too much. He
know what
might
I mean?
incriminate himself and get himself
Right.
in
He
trouble.
got a piece with Google, huh?
Yeah.
He got Google.
Yeah, he gotta make sure he
don't
cool.
want,
He don't want no
get himself
problems.
too much in trouble. I understand. I respect
Right. You know, his new thing be searching the name Bizzy out there just to see what pop up. You know what I mean? You never know, bro. You never know. So like,
I got in trouble like that once.
for real. So like, yo, Fam, how long have you been doing Where's Buffy?
What? 4 some change?
Man, does it feel like you just started? Does it still feel like you just started?
Some days yes, some days no.
Some days you feel like you've been doing this for a long time.
Sometimes it's like, man, okay, it's like you see changes. Niggas started, you know what I mean? Shout out to Brother Diz. We started doing that thing in pause.
Yeah, go ahead, keep on.
Pause.
You did that thing real well.
Recording a podcast directly into no mics, no wasn't nothing. It was a laptop, external microphone. Yo, nigga, what about Drake and me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the progression has been
Amazing.
yeah, and I think that's when you get to look at point A and point B is where you really start to see your progress. You know what I'm saying? When you're in like the day-to-day of it and you're really doing the work, it's hard to see the growth.
Your set looks way better than ours. Yo, your set makes us look trash. This shit is trash.
It's just right.
Yeah, but you got a big ass logo on that bitch.
Shout out to Mrs. Fam.
Yo, Mrs. Fam, you did your thing. Like I might have to hit her up. She gonna have to get me something big.
Wait.
No. My bad. No, not like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got to spruce it up a little bit. But I had to add the entourage to the game. So and Bob Marley gotta, salute the family. So anyway, give me your high, if you remember something like that, your proudest moment with Buffy. Do you have like a thought that pops in your brain?
So, I think like some of the easy stuff is just some of the people we've got to sit with,
right,
or speak to on the phone,
right,
which is amazing. The Conways, the Skyzoos, the Joel Ortiz's, the Bradford Big Pools. That's cool.
He dropping the major names, bro.
But when a nigga you grew up with your whole life that you ain't seen in 15 years and you run into him at Safeway, yo, seen the podcast show, y'all niggas dope. Those are the major moments to me.
Yeah, I agree.
He don't have no reason to front for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's just like, yo, that's dope. That nigga dapped you up, and you know what I mean? You move on to the goddamn frozen food section.
That's lit. That's real lit. All right, lowest point where you was like, oh man, this shit sucks. Balls axe. It's really bad. Don't know if I want to do this anymore, or I don't know.
I don't know. Like sometimes, like bluffing guests.
Yeah.
We all get that. But then like it's just like when things don't work out exactly how you plan, because I'm an Aries. So I have a control thing.
Very unfortunate.
Absolutely. I mean, I tried to make it more Aries-y.
Okay.
That's not a word. I just made it up.
Aries-y.
West. But like just when things don't work out your way, it's not you folded. You know what I mean? But sometimes you just don't see the progress. It's
right.
It's those moments where you're in the short-sightedness. I think it's kind of rough to get through. And you just got to push through. And once you push through it and you get on the other side of it, it's where, you start to see your win.
Word. That's a fact. He's so professional and shit, yo. He's like a sports podcaster, but talking about podcasts. You're like a podcaster.
It's mad meta.
Yeah, definitely. You're the podcaster's podcaster. That's what's up, yo. All right. 10 years fucking busy. I mean, you've gained some weight. You went bald, obviously. High points of the decade, low points of the decade.
Shit, I done traveled all around the world.
There you go. Impregnated chicks in multiple continents.
God,
no.
Damn.
I got 2 kids.
That you claiming?
No, I got 2 kids.
That you know of.
How many?
I got 2 kids.
All right, and they on the same continent?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess different time zones don't count.
So what they trying to do, they trying to bring out the dark side. But I'm in my Zen mode and everything, so of course they gonna keep popping shots and everything.
I'm gonna be honest. from what it sounds like, it's gonna be a much
see,
better
yo,
episode.
it's okay, yo.
Right. Once you stop pussyfooting it.
once you stop lying,
they put the helmet back on.
Right.
His
As
kids
Joe
in
Budden
different-
likes to say, we want to take this podcast to the next level.
his kids in different states, yo. It's okay.
Yeah, my kids in different states.
See?
Yeah, they chilled.
the nigga got one in Taiwan. I remember that shit from when Jay was in Atlanta when they was doing the show.
From Taiwan.
He did say
I don't have a kid that got a tattoo on it said made in Taiwan. No.
that's not what he was trying to say, but that's funny as shit.
It is funny as shit.
Yo.
This nigga's bomb babies.
Yo. He made a baby in Taiwan. Yo, this nigga got discount sperm, yo. That's funny as shit. All right.
Nah, I mean, shit's been good. I had my highs and lows. Shit. When you try to tell people, be like, yo, everybody think, because of the work that I'm in, it's always going to be fine and dandy. Like, nah, it's been times where it was just like, yo, I hate this.
Right.
And then you got to find something different. And once you find something different, you're not used to it. And then you out of your comfort zone. So then you got to reacclimate. Because I've been gone out of the States so long. And then I come back. I mean, some of my friends, they still the same. Others, it's just like, they look at you like, they think you better than them.
Right.
Like how? I'm here with the same people and everything. But at the same time, because of the fact that they still stagnant and you have actually grown, y'all don't have nothing in common anymore.
Word. Well, you never had nothing in common in the first place, but you know,
yeah, I'm not supposed to.
Y'all were tolerant of each other because there was alcohol involved.
Exactly.
So now that you're sober now, might be a different.
Sober?
You sober now?
No, he's not sober. I mean, I'm just saying.
He's sober today.
Yeah, he was sober in the moment. He's definitely sober right now.
That's what I'm saying, right now. Oh, you're not even sober right now.
No, I pre-gamed before I came here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew they was going to be for the shits. Yeah.
The shits.
Oh, okay.
All right. No, since he knew the shits. So now we're going to go to the Aries Lounge. Let's recap the last decade. You know what I'm saying?
Lit.
Decade of Aries Lounge, bro. I guess the only person I can really talk to about this would be Bizzy and Will, because
that shit, it was... When you think about...
10 years.
About 10 years. I think about how many people that came through the door
And left.
as guests.
Yo,
People that was on the show that's supposed to be on the show.
Damn.
Came and gone.
Well, we've gone through a lot of co-hosts. Now,
Some of them made one show.
That sounds like a specific shot.
who made one show?
That sounds like a specific shot.
Actually,
it's 5
I'm going to take... No, this is a shot right here. You going to remember this one. When we was in the hut,
Oh, shit.
it was you, me, A-Money, and some chick.
Oh, shout out to A Money. I see him on a regular basis. He always saying, what's up? He live out my way.
He still cut hair?
Yeah.
Tell the nigga I said what up.
He's still bald, too.
He still what?
He's still bald, too, which is weird.
I mean, he getting old. What you expect? Shout out to you, A-Money.
Yeah, so
Old and bald.
remember, we went to do the show.
Nothing.
Bald head,
And
but
the
you
one
cut
chick's
that.
like, yeah, I'm going to finish this cigarette.
You bitch.
And she never came back.
I remember that. Yo,
Show didn't even start.
She said, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. I'm going to come right back. Shorty walked out the building. We never saw her
came
again.
back?
She
Wow.
disappeared. How the fuck did we find her? Was it online or something?
I don't even know.
I think I had put like a post up on Facebook or something saying like we looking for somebody to co-host the show, and because we was looking for a full-time female co-host because it was just me and Will. And she came in. She looked around. She like, damn, it's a podcast in the hallway, nigga. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. And
said something?
I can't even tell. I can't even remember her name. I don't remember her name. We just met her once.
Shout out to Gladys. You was dope.
Hey yo!
Gladys.
Shout out to Gladys for real. That was crazy. All right, I'm gonna try to remember all of the co-hosts. Okay, so like I'm not gonna call him a co-host because that's my man. He helped me start the show. So my man DJ Channel Lock 1, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? He started with me from the beginning. So like that was definitely my partner in crime, like co-founder. He's the illest. I think after him
Brandon.
was
Mastermind.
Mastermind was not.
The General?
Brandon he just came in. He like you, nigga. He come in randomly to hang out, nigga. I wouldn't call him a real co-host. Will is technically the second real co-host I ever had. You know, once I moved from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, Will came and then was like, yo, we locked in and started rocking. And then you brought A-Money and
Candy.
They lasted for 6 months.
No.
They lasted for like
Candy lasted about 4 shows.
Nah, she lasted more than 4 shows.
She never made it out of Pimlicos, please.
She didn't come to when we was on Charles Street to the hut.
She did once.
It's gonna be
There
some
you
dry
go.
snitching on
This some crazy shit. Like
Money came from.
It just sound like direct telling.
yeah.
It is what it is.
This one happened.
Money came from Pimlicos to the hut.
Right.
Let's sit there and do them crazy ass fucking
My nigga-
videos and shit.
I'm sorry. What is the hut?
That was we had like
In the hallway.
in the construction company that I own, we rented an office on Charles Street. Not this building that we had before. It was another one up the street. So anyway, this was early. This was like 2010, 2011. So we moved into the office, and you know what I'm saying? It was like we ain't had no space for the podcast for real to be in one of the offices. So we had a table in the hallway. So we just put the equipment on the table and it had the chairs around it. So like you're literally in a hallway.
That size over there.
Yeah, about the size of that. And then like
And you got a table like this.
you got a table just like this
And 4
against the
chairs.
wall, and then the chairs is all around the side. So like you come in and you sit down, and who do we interview everybody out of there. We interview Smash. What's her name? The R&B chick. Ashley T. Moore. Boss Man came one night.
No, we did Boss Man up front.
Yeah, in the front studio. We just for that interview, I moved it up there to make it seem more professional. We interviewed an R&B group that had Marilyn LaVaughn and had London Savoy in it. That's how we met them. They was dumb young at the time.
What's the name of that group?
Just us.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's just nobody. So anyway, that's when we met Ink Boy.
Yeah.
Ink Boy came on, and then I met a celebrity's baby mother. That was a tragedy. We definitely not getting into that. We not getting into that on camera. Yeah,
All the
because I'm still trying to get that.
We should-
I'm still trying to get that interview. I'm still trying to get that interview. We're gonna shut the fuck up on that one.
Can't wait to cut these cameras off and find out who that is.
Who else did we
I
interview?
can tell you.
No.
I mean, you got.
I think we all know.
You know.
Nah, I know.
He knows.
Me and this nigga.
I told the story before. Nigga, I told the story on the radio before. I ain't saying it on camera. Fuck that. You know, y'all niggas ain't finna dig through 10 years worth of audio to try to find out. And if you do, salute to you.
I don't
That's
even think that was up there.
No, it's up there.
It's in there.
It's a shitload of
It's
stuff
gotta
up there. If you go to VVC Radio, you go to Aries Lounge joint, it's so many audios from over the years. And then I literally have hundreds that I have not put out. That but I am gonna start putting more of them out on our podcast channel, because I just switched over to.
Yeah.
I just switched over to Anchor, so like I'm gonna be starting to drop old episodes and new episodes back to back. So anyway, shout out to everybody that's listening. So anyway, as I say, outside of Smash, and I know I'm missing
I forgot the whole question that he asked you.
What was it?
Why did you call it the hut?
Okay, so in that hallway, somebody.
I got you, babe.
Thank you so much. In that hallway, somebody painted like this African scene. It's like a scene like little African kids and shit. and then like they painted a hut on the wall. So like when you sit down at the table, Will had a laptop in front of him with a webcam. And like the webcam video, they would make these little videos to post online. So it would be like him sitting in the hut with the top of the hut would be right behind him. So Will, every time we would go live, he'd be like live from the hut. Like, it was just crazy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We just had a lot of fun with that shit. We used to get mad
I
drunk.
can't find none of them goddamn
There's a
videos.
strip club on Platinum Road called the Bamboo Hut. We used to call it Hut. Shout out to Rob Man Flavor. They used to DJ up there. It was some wild things going on there.
Shout out to them. Shit, we need to go down there.
Shout out to Yachty in the Hut. That was
Yachty in the hut.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So I think after that, there were a bunch of other interviews that we missed, and I apologize. Like if I missed out on anybody that was came through the hut. Then we moved into from there. We was at Ink Boy's house. He's our tattoo artist. You know what I mean? We were doing a show at his apartment. I don't know why, but because we ain't had nowhere else to do it at the time. Because I was homeless and like he was, didn't want to do it at his house. So and from there we moved from Ink Boy's house to whatchamacallit's basement, and that's when things to Micah's basement.
We only did like 2 shows.
Yeah, and those 2 shows.
It was supposed to be retracted.
It was.
These motherfuckers ain't retracting shit.
Yeah, so we did it. We did a couple more of them down
I
there.
thought it was only 2.
Word. A lot of inappropriate, crazy, good stuff happened there. That was great. Then we moved from there to. I think I got my apartment by then. And then we started moving. Once I moved out to an apartment in Woodlawn. Then we started doing the show in the apartment in Woodlawn. That was turned
That's where
up.
we found the KO.
Well, we went to high school with the KO. When KO started
But
being,
that's when he started coming through.
that's when he started coming through. We started doing house parties, and then that's when we had Melvin. So at that point, Aries Lounge was
when we met Kiss and Kate.
Kiss and Kate.
Mm-hmm.
So Kiss and Kate. Okay,
No.
we met Kiss and Kate before that.
Yeah.
Because she was in the basement. I met Kiss and Kate 3:00 in the morning in front of Cotman. Like, I'm driving. All right, my homeboy was in town from Houston, and we was riding. We was coming from the club. We was coming past
You
Cotman.
interviewed him too.
Yeah.
In the hut.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yo, shout out to 360. So anyway, we was getting drunk. We was coming from the club or something. We was driving by Cotman. She was standing out front. This nigga started hollering her out the window. So he ends up scooping her. They end up building a bond.
What in the bang bus is going on?
That's exactly what this was.
Exactly.
Bang bus.
So anyway, she ends up sticking around. Like she was cool as shit. So I was like, yo, and she doesn't mind getting naked. So like. Hey, so she would come around and just get drunk and get naked. So I was like, yo, you gonna be the co-host, nigga. Fuck that. Like, so then it was me, Will, and Kate for like, 2 years, nigga?
Something like that.
Kate
It
stuck
got
around
like
for
a built-in segment. You was like, all right, now next segment.
It wasn't no segment. And the crazy part, we didn't have a camera, which we should have, but I mean, whatever. It was
So
just.
you just had to imagine. So her titties, one is bigger than
I've got pictures.
No,
So anyway, there's pictures online if you look hard enough.
Some of the magazines. You see the titties with the mic.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kate.
That's Kate.
I got some more revealing stuff. So anyway, but out of respect for the homie, we don't, whatever. But I got you. So anyway,
I got you. Out of respect for the homie,
but I got you.
I got you. This
I don't think she
it
cares.
was fine.
Right. But so like what would happen is we start the show, we start getting drunk, Kate get hot, and she just start coming about and shit. Like, yo.
Time when she walked around the apartment complex.
Yeah, by the time
They called the police on her.
okay, we were doing a house party, and the house party was a little wild. And I was having a conversation with your fucking brother, you know what I'm saying, who pulls up with in his feelings. So me and him walk off. Now, mind you, normally when I'm doing parties, because we're Aries, we're trying to keep everybody wrangled into one area, keep crazy shit from happening. But
And crazy shit happens.
And as soon as I walk away with Rico,
Crazy shit.
fucking Kate gets out of the bullpen and starts walking around the apartment complex naked.
It's not like he was in the middle.
Right.
All right, hold
He
on.
was on
I
the
gotta ask
end,
a question.
and she walked all the way down the
street.
other
All right,
end.
so naked Kate, right?
Right.
That's a new name.
Naked Kate liked to drink.
Right.
Okay, that's
Loves to
clear.
drink.
That's
Yes.
clear. There had to be something else involved.
No.
Some sort. It wasn't no other substance.
No.
No.
She was just literally titty balls to the wall.
Yeah.
She's a free spirit.
Yeah.
That's what I like what they call a free spirit.
She's a wonderful, free-spirited, beautiful young lady. Or even if she wasn't drunk, sometimes she was just, she don't like clothes.
Definitely a beautiful young lady.
She don't like clothes. Shout out to her. And then she fostered, and was another reason why we love having her around, because in her freedom, she would foster other women to be free, and then freedom would reign throughout the whole party.
Let freedom reign.
Freedom would reign. So shout
video show.
Oh, we could have had a whole lot of shit going on at that
But
time.
then it went left field.
Yeah. Okay, you tell that part.
That sounds amazing already.
I'm just gonna drop names. Just fuck it.
That nigga don't care.
He don't.
So with all that, Melvin comes around. Nothing against Melvin.
Uh-oh.
We went to high school, Mel.
Anytime when you start,
Nothing against. everything's against
We
him.
love Mel, yo. Come on, don't do that shit.
Yeah, nothing against Melvin.
He
just-
critter, but
He love his BBWs.
Yeah, he does.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
when you got somebody who doesn't like to wear clothes and convince other people to take this shit up, then you got the BBBW.
oh, and they pull up with
Yes.
with the 295 titties.
295 titties.
Holy shit.
Long joints.
The 295. Shout out to all the females out there with the 295 titties.
Hell, yo.
I like titties, though. Don't matter.
Like pick them joints up.
It's
and put them
okay.
Together and then suck the soup.
It's
titty.
okay.
JS1 is not a part of this.
You ain't never sucked the
I'm
soup
just
titty.
saying. I'm not a part of this. I'm just
Listen, all titties are suckable. You know what I'm saying?
innocent bystander. I'm just
Leave the
here.
titties up underneath. With the sweat. Nah, y'all leave them titties alone.
You gotta leave those titties alone.
Absolutely.
So at the time, Jay had a little pool table at the house.
That we did. It was little.
I mean, it was cool. It got the job done. One of Melvin's BBW
Got the job
bent
done.
over that fucking pool table,
Oh, shit.
and I said, "Yo, this nigga look like a back of a fucking Buick." I'm like, "What the fuck? Am I stuck in traffic or something?"
Hey, yo.
So from that location, I got a 2-bedroom
But
house.
hold on,
No, we don't need to continue.
ain't nothing. There's another thing. I go over there one day. I don't even know if we was gonna do the show that day. I was just coming through. Melvin's in there. Jay up in the corner.
How the fuck was you?
No, he was. I think he, no, he was
I'm on a laptop. I'm on a laptop
He was on
working.
his computer.
Okay.
Melvin opens the fucking door. Half naked chick laying on the floor.
That's Mel.
Which half?
Bottom half.
Bottom half.
Respectful.
He
And you was just sitting in the
opens
corner.
the door.
I'm on a laptop, nigga. I don't pay these niggas no attention.
This nigga eating the shit out of him. So I come in. I'm like, damn, ain't no. So I step
Did
over
you step
him.
over him?
Yeah.
That's what I'd have done. I just stepped over him. I just stepped over him.
Oh, my bad. You know you can smell that, right?
So then she's just say, "Will, did you just step over me?" I said, "Yeah, you're in the way."
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm not supposed to. What I'm gonna tell y'all?
What, am I supposed to move
Move.
the fucking sofa? Y'all niggas in the middle of the fucking floor. It was some shit that went down.
Like
It
when
was
you
just,
stepped over, was it just one single step? Did you have to like go back?
Or did you
and
have to
run
jump?
up? You had to fill up to it. Kind of.
no, it ain't like a step like this. You had to go like sideways a little bit.
You got to kind of electric slide around.
Boogie,
It wasn't
boogie,
just a regular
boogie.
step over.
Oh my God. Can we move on?
Yeah.
So we moved from that to Linwood. And on Linwood, we had the VVC Lounge in the basement, which Will and I spent an ignorant amount of money because I don't know why, but we just bought mad hookahs. We built the
mad
hookah from
liquor.
scratch. We bought mad liquor.
We had more
rebuilt the
liquor
bar
than
in
the
the
goddamn
basement.
liquor store.
Yeah, we had shit. And then we started doing fucking parties like almost every fucking weekend. And then we started podcasting out of the living room. So Kate started bringing people over. And then this is where we met Pill. Pill came. It's about 2013.
It was on a 420 party.
420 party.
Wow.
That's what it was. It was a
Right.
420
420 party. Now, mind you, I had met Pill before that, and he had expressed interest in getting on the team. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't know. But he came to the 420 party. My little cousin had brought some friends, and he was with them. And, like, yo, that's when Pill kind of saw what we was doing and was like, yo, I want in. Was it the weed or was it the liquor? Which one was it?
Right,
Like,
the liquor.
yeah, he was like, yo, I want in. I'm trying to get down. So, like, you know, and then we started torturing the shit out of him because you got to pay your dues to be a part of the crew, pause. No homo.
And he hung in there. I was only giving him 3 months.
Yeah, Will wasn't going. He said you
Damn.
wasn't going to last that
Damn.
long. He really thought that. But, and once we was on Linwood, okay, so when we were on in the basement in the apartment, we interviewed Albani's boyfriend, which was Conrad. We interviewed Millie, what's his name? Millie Vanguard. At the time, he was Millie something.
Oh,
He owns the
hip-hop,
he owns the hip hop thing with Jiggy. So back then he was trying to be Master P, No Limit, right? So he had a record label with a bunch of artists. So we interviewed Millie. I interviewed shit.
Smash. That's when
We interviewed
That's when
Smash again. No, we interviewed Smash at the Hut.
Oh.
But we was chilling with
He had
Smash.
brought somebody else. He had brought somebody else with him.
He came that night because he almost fucked Kate that night. Cause he was talking mad shit to her. Like at this point, Smash is the homie. Like Smash is our nigga. Like he started coming around all the time and shit. So let's see. Outside of that, is what's the next thing that happened? Who else we interviewed? So we did a couple of interviews out there. But once we got to Linwood, that's when I met Stars. That's when we met another
You started
tattoo
doing a
guy.
lot of local clothing because you had a lot of clothing designers there.
Yeah, we interviewed a bunch of designers. We fucking that's when the station started taking off. That's because that's when we started doing reviews.
Got Ron Dream? Nope.
Oh,
that wasn't
no.
Ron.
We didn't meet
That was
Ron
not
until we was on
Until
Mount
we was
Olympus.
on Mount
Shout out to my space partner.
That's when you met Al Great.
Yeah.
Right.
There
You
There
did
go.
an interview.
I'm gonna tell y'all the nigga how the fuck. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I met Al Great.
There you go. I remember that.
I emailed the shit out of this nigga. He never responded. I tried to DM him. This nigga pause no homo. He never responds. I fucking get a certain service in my house, like a fucking utility service, and like some dude comes over to connect the service and shit. He comes in. I'm on the couch watching television. And he sees me, I'm on my laptop and I'm like playing like local music. So he was like, oh yeah, you fuck with local music, huh? I said, yeah, nigga. He was like, yeah, you ever heard of somebody named Al Great? I was like, yeah, I know Al Great. Like, I started naming the albums and I was like, he doing this, he doing that? He was like, oh yeah. Like, he was like, what do you do? I said, I do internet radio station. I said, it's funny because I actually tried to reach out to Al Great. He was like, nah, you ain't do that. I said, yeah, I've emailed this nigga like 1,000 times. He never fucking respond. I said, that's how niggas be though. You know what I'm saying? I said, but you keep grinding. So he was like, nah, nigga, that ain't true. I was like, the fuck you mean? How you know it ain't true? He's like, cause that's me. And I said, nigga, you never responded to me. And I went right in my phone and I found the email and I was like, huh, is that your email? He was like, yeah, that is my email address.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, nigga. So then he even came over, and we ended up becoming friends, man. Al Great is the shit, man. That's how we met his homeboy, which is my nigga that he don't like me right now, Street Scott. But I love you, Street
Niggas,
Scott.
we didn't interview them until Maryland Avenue.
Right, exactly. When they did the Great Scott album.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Now Al Great and Will is like best friends. That's the weirdest shit ever. I have no
Last time
fucking.
we talked to Al Great.
A couple weeks ago.
Really?
Damn.
Ask me when was the last time I talked to Al Great.
I told him last time you told him. I'm sure.
So anyway, Linwood had been a great place. We started connecting with a lot more people. We connected with Street Smart. We started building with them a little bit more. That's when I met
That's what it
Fame,
was. Yeah.
and then all that shit. So like, so then from there, I'm giving y'all the whole timeline. Anyway, let me make this shorter. Like it's been a crazy road. I'm not gonna get into the whole timeline. So the greatest moments in Aries Lounge. Your personal greatest moment for Aries Lounge.
So as a collective, this was funny as hell. I think a unifying moment that we had, as a BBC radio team. Remember when we went out to Ike's comedy show? Mr. XNC went out to a comedy show and there was a dude performing on the joint. There was a dude performing. He was giving his comedy thing. He said his favorite porn star was Lex Steele. and as a unifying moment, the whole BBC radio staff in that bitch was pause. That was the greatest unifying moment for me. As a, that was like
That was a weird moment to remember. I totally forgot about that.
it was like. Nigga, what? Lex Steele?
That was-
Everybody in the world, Lex
We
Steele.
always like
He felt kind of shitty after that moment. I'm
Word.
almost sure.
That's
But
like,
yeah.
thank you for coming up with something different because
Yeah,
I was
that-
thinking we all gonna say the same thing. What was it? What in your opinion was the greatest pinnacle of Aries Lounge greatness?
Aries Lounge or just VVC?
Nah, I mean either one. You can do either one. I don't care.
My first 24-hour broadcast. That
I ain't even
shit
think about
was-
this.
No, that's what the word I was
broadcast.
about. I just told you that too.
That
ain't
shit
even think
was
about that.
brutal. You talking about? We only had like 3 shows.
I didn't even think about
And we
it.
had to run that
We
shit
jammed
for 24
off for
hours.
24 hours.
That's a poem.
I ain't going. I don't agree. I feel like when we moved on to Charles Street for the second time, I feel like that was the greatest because we had 10 or 15 shows.
There was staff.
There was plenty of staff. And we were fucking drunk as shit for 24 hours. Like, insanely drunk. And then we ended it with a phenomenal show. Like, but I'm not going to say that. To me, the greatest.
The first one, like I said, I was drunk as shit. I don't know about y'all niggas.
I was drunk. I was drunk.
How many did y'all do?
More than that. We did more than that. We did three. We did 3 in Baltimore, and we did like 2 of them in Atlanta.
Okay.
So like,
I think I was there for
like the last 2.
I was there for the Boss Man one and the last recent one where I still don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you were pretty drunk. But I'm gonna say that the greatest moment in Aries Lounge history was the night Boss Man came for the 24 hour, and then like me and him got into this big argument.
That was a moment.
But
that was the cipher.
And then we did that cipher. Take Cobain, Boss Man, fucking D-Dave, Fizzle, Ron, Contra, and like 2-3 other niggas. Yo, that was the most phenomenal kind of like crazy moment. You know what I mean?
Because that shit was it was spontaneous.
It was spontaneous. We didn't plan that shit.
That was Maryland Avenue, wasn't
it? It was over. No.
It was just you go around like if you had a phone and you went in this room, people was just going back and forth.
What do the bottom of the bus look like? The nigga
oh, it's okay.
He's like, yo, it's this.
He got an office under the bottom of the bus, nigga. What you talking about? He used to that.
I was drunk as shit. I remember this the 24-hour broadcast on Charles Street. That was drunk.
Yeah, because you was drooling.
Fuck.
You was asleep half the time.
I don't even remember half that night.
Now shout out to the girls because if it weren't for them bringing breakfast, we would have died.
That was a beautiful. That was a beautiful 24 hours.
Was because what was it?
It was lingering.
I missed
you
that
bought
whole
what,
time.
3 bottles?
Yeah,
and I bought like 3.
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
Half of them was gone before 1.
Yeah.
And
that was just doing my set.
No,
like I was drunk.
And you had Crown in there doing tattoos.
Yeah,
because I got a tattoo in the middle.
Yeah, you did get a tattoo that night.
Pause.
It's on my leg.
Oh, all right.
I'll show you later.
It's a
cool.
It's not the inner thigh tattoo.
What a nigga like? Yeah, nah, right here.
It's right here on the leg.
I remember.
Hold up, bro.
I remember in that 24-hour joint, we started watching. What was it? It was the black Marvel nigga from Netflix.
Luke Cage?
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, we watched that whole season. And that one night, nigga, and I was too drunk to remember. I had to go back and watch it again because I don't remember shit. But I just remember like fading out, sleeping, and then waking up.
I remember the first 2 episodes.
I remember every time I woke up, something insane was going on in the studio. And I'm just like, I don't have the energy.
Nigga, I don't remember the dice game. I don't remember none of that shit.
Yeah, I don't remember no dice game, nigga.
Fucked up, yo.
I
remember when that nigga put you in the fucking back office because you was too fucking drunk.
I don't remember going in the back office. I just remember waking up in the back office. I don't remember none of that shit.
Because I was in there trying to take a quick little nap. You made so much fucking noise coming because you was bumping into everything.
So I'm gonna put that on the funniest moments. I'll put that now. I will say the greatest moment is that we got nominated for Station of the Year by the Baltimore Music Awards. And then we all went as a team. We was like 20 deep going to the awards. Like, it was Raven, it was J Hill, it was me, did you roll with us? Yo, it was a massive group of people. Brenny G, we was deep as shit going down there. And like, when we walked in the door, everybody was like applauding us and shit. Like, the event had already started. So it was just like, yo, it's like everybody knew who the fuck we was. Everybody, you know what I mean, was showing love, yo. And I thought that was an amazing kind of like moment. And then everybody just kept saying to me, yo, you're gonna win. And I'm like, I'm not gonna win. And they're like, yo, you're gonna win. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna win. And he's like, Jay, no, you're gonna win. There's nobody bigger than VVC Radio. And I said, I just don't feel it. And then sure enough, the shit happens, and then 92Q wins Station of the Year, and it was just kind of like, that shit didn't.
It's very Baltimore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very Baltimore.
I understand. Like, my thing is, I know hustlers. I know my homies, and I know how they hustle. So I know that it was like, yo, use my name to get niggas out, and then pivot to the political connect. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out to Diamond K. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do, and I wasn't upset. But my team was ready to destroy that fucking building. Niggas was pissed. There was a lot for that whole week. It was a lot of hate coming off that radio waves. You know what I'm saying? And I kept trying to tell niggas, be cool, don't trip, you know, whatever.
If I wouldn't have got sick, that interview, I don't give a fuck about your story. The only reason why that nigga didn't catch it that day is I ended up getting sick and I went in the back room and laid down for a while.
Diamond K came on and did an interview because we interviewed him to find out why the fuck we didn't get the award. we got into a big argument. It was cool. It wasn't no beef or nothing like that. It's family. So at the end of the day,
Then you should have saw the next year's awards.
Yeah, okay, that was pretty bad.
yeah, they did it.
Did it?
I gotta do it to you, Diamond K. Pause.
He gonna do it to you.
Like that. I gotta tell the truth.
Get ready.
This nigga had that shit in the cafeteria the next year. Nigga, like nobody really
it wasn't in
came.
It was in his studio.
That was a YouTube video. Wasn't it?
No, that wasn't the next year.
That was the year after?
That was the year after.
I thought that was the next year.
No, the one that
next
me and
year
you went was in the cafeteria.
No.
Right, that was the next year. The next year was in the cafeteria because wasn't really nobody that came. The year after that, he did it in his studio with him by himself, and they shot a video. It was like 3 hours long of the awards being done, and he's just like him standing by himself
with the echo.
But
with
so
the echo.
He was in a suit and everything.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, the tuxedo on the whole nine, and then he called in
the
different
nigga was
acts.
casket sharp.
Casket shop.
Yo, click the link below. I'm gonna put the link to the video so y'all can check
you
it
a
out.
petty nigga there.
Yo, they loaded it.
Yo, we love you, my nigga. But that shit was funny as fuck, nigga. And I haven't had him on the show since to rag on him about that. But I'm definitely, it's coming.
It
Pause.
must be time. Whoa.
Are you gonna put the link for that
Yeah.
that 3 hour on there?
Yeah.
Niggas do
Both
all the
part
time.
one and part two. Huh?
That I love you. I've never believed. Right?
Stab.
187, nigga. 187. He's bleeding.
Neither.
Nah. For real, I really got love for him. If I didn't, I wouldn't. There's a bunch of shit in this story that I'm not mentioning. A bunch of motherfuckers that I fucking hate the shit out of, and I can't wait for them to die so I can spit on their grave.
My
But I won't spit
God.
on. But at the end of the day, like, yo,
Hate anybody that much.
word, that's crazy. So anyway, you're a better person. So I will also say another great moment was the third magazine release when we did the dual covers. And then we rented out the arena players.
Tia and
Damon Blue.
Yeah, that was dope.
I remember that one.
That was dope.
That was a crazy
definitely
night.
dope.
But I remember the magazine.
I like the second
It
one.
was a crazy.
That
I like the second one
was-
better. I like the section magazine better.
The second one was the all female edition.
Yeah, all females.
Where
And
did
then
we
we
do
did
the
that.
release?
We was at Redwood. Where was it?
It ain't even
It wasn't Redwood Trust. It
It went
was.
up on on
It was on Charles Street, but it's down
Mount
further.
Royal.
No, it wasn't on Mount Royal. It's
it was in the Mount Roar.
the club that Inkwell used to do Industry Mondays at.
Oh yeah, that was lit. Select or
No, one
or,
Select. You close. It's
Fuck.
G10?
no. Fuck
Red,
no.
no, is it Red,
Red Maple.
Maple.
Red Maple.
Red Maple.
That was dope as shit.
Drunk as shit leaving there too.
You was drunk as shit leaving there.
I was. I don't even know how the fuck I got to the car.
All right, so I would say what are the saddest moments? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, for me, for Aries Lounge, the saddest moment was doing Christmas and Will not coming. I thought that said suck balls.
Last year.
Yeah, that was last year. That really hurt my feelings because he's a piece of shit. He just didn't come. No call, no show.
Yeah.
So
This nigga got a whole rifle.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I seen him. This nigga shoot. He shot Diamond K 37 seconds ago. He just shot his man in front of us right. Hell, it hurt my feelings when the nigga ain't come. Who? What nigga? This nigga right here.
He ain't shit, but still my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you gotta do that sometimes.
what are the saddest moments? Yo?
Outstanding, not you. Shut up, Siri.
All right, so we went through all of those most memorable, greatest moments. All right, only thing I can tell y'all, man, like we've done some great interviews. We've had some fun times. We've had some boring ass. There's been times when me and Will was doing shows. We was just like, we're just doing it because we gotta get it done. Just some, like, we had nothing ready, nothing prepared, and like we got through most of the show by playing records and then coming back and saying 6 or 10 words and then like, yo, let's find another record to play.
At what point did you start calling it a podcast?
I honestly didn't start calling it a podcast until I started doing the one-on-one interviews. So like I was trying to distinguish between the show that the three of us did and the one-on-ones, and now all of it's fucked up because I don't even know which one to put where with what. So I'm just like, oh, the whole thing is a podcast now, and I don't even try to distinguish between the group session and the one-on-ones.
I got homeboy to talk about fat girls like that. He said the best part about fat girls is pretty much everything on them is a titty. Everything is a titty.
Yo, where the I don't want to know.
My baby.
Yo, I got one for y'all. Okay, I see both of y'all got these Aries Lounge shirts on.
Special edition Aries Lounge
The
t-shirt.
lemon pepper. So, when did you come up with the lemon pepper and Kanye theme?
We didn't. We just eat
just
lemon pepper
happened.
wings all the time. Like that's
We
how.
had the pet chicken.
When we
Yeah.
when we was in the hut, I would get like 50 fucking lemon pepper wings
Charlotte Ross.
Facts.
and
Lemon pepper.
a fifth of Hennessy.
Yep.
Now when we was in the basement up on Reed Street,
God damn, I forgot about Reed Street.
I didn't want to get into it.
Yeah, we did leave out a lot of stops.
We a lot of stops and a lot of interviews, bro. Yo, let me in for the record for you motherfucking ghetto ass Baltimore niggas that just don't understand. Yo, we interview pretty much everybody. Only people we have not interviewed is Scooter. Well, we met Scooter. He's been to our station. You know what I'm saying? Before he died, because we actually had something scheduled, but he passed before we could get the interview. We G-Rock, but even though he was pumped to do an interview with us, and like the week after I met him, he
$100,000
died.
in the basement.
We did $100,000 in the basement. Ball was in the basement.
Ball was in the basement.
Ball was he was in the studio at that night, and he was trying to introduce us to Ball, and we was just kind of like, yeah. Anyway, back to your $100,000, man. Like, no disrespect to Ball, but I mean, he was young at the time, like, and he hadn't developed himself. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know, $100,000 man was really trying to introduce us to him or whatever. I mean, we had so many people. April Love was a co-host on Aries Lounge.
Yeah, facts.
For a time period. Shout out to April Love. I don't know where the hell you are in the world, but you know what I'm saying? Please call.
What's wrong?
I'm about to say,
What's wrong?
I'm about to call Will back.
What's wrong?
Please return his phone call.
We did.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Love and hip hop.
We did.
shot too early today.
We did. Wow.
I bet you did.
We did Tate in Mount Olympus.
She good?
We interviewed Tate. Oh, she good. She
Well,
good. She don't fuck with me.
Olympus.
She fuck with Will.
Theory.
So that's funny. Like,
Theory.
it's funny. The whole music industry is split between they either fuck with me or they fuck with Will. That's exactly how the game
That's
goes.
big facts.
And then Will wants to act like nobody knows me and nobody cares about me. And yo, you know what the fuck you? I mean, like, yo, people come in the studio and say, "Fuck out of my way, Jay. Where's Will? We want to see Will." They don't ask about Pill. They don't ask about me. They just want to know about what the fuck is going on with Will. So anyway, Tate does the same shit. Tate'll hit me. Yo, what's up with Pill and Will, yo? I don't know, nigga. Why don't you hit them? They've got Instagrams and Facebooks and all that. Kiss my ass.
Pill talks to him all the time.
I ain't talking to him in a minute.
I just talked to him the day for yesterday. But anyway, like, yo, we've interviewed a lot of people. Like, Shorty been in the radio station 1,000 times. Peso the Mafia was in the station 1,000 times,
Creek
bro.
Boys.
Creek Boys. Well, we did a magazine interview with Creek Boys, and I did a radio interview with Creek Boys.
Matter of fact, they came for the 24 hours.
Right, 24 hour. YG Tech has been through the station. He's got a video that he did in our studio that's got
Greenspan.
over 100,000 views and shit.
Greenspan.
Greenspan has been...
Yo,
Green is a good
yo, I
Greenspan...
bust Greenspan ass in damn spades.
Word.
Green is a good guy.
Greenspan is phenomenal. He's like family to us. He's been to the station 1,000 times. Him with Feeve, Jay Royale, who don't fuck with me no more. Feeve that don't fuck with me no
Jay
more.
Royale.
Greenspan that don't fuck with me no more.
Hold up.
Bodies.
Hey, like, yo.
Let me tell you something about Jay Royale.
Tell him about Jay Royale. Tell him about Jay Royale.
Royale. Shouts out to Phil. I was engineering this show when 1500 was on BBC. And he booked Jay Royale. And he was bombing the shit out of this whole interview. So the whole time I'm like, yo, Jay, you need to get this nigga. Because Phil is fucking this shit up. I mean, granted, I think that might have been maybe like his 4th interview.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting there like,
When you say bombing, what do you mean?
fucking it up.
He's not doing a good interview.
Okay.
And Jay Royale is probably suffering because of it.
And Royale is kind of like when you interview Royale.
He's easy. He's an easy
like,
interview.
yeah, it's pushing the push card. Like he pushing. Hey, yo, what you think about hip hop? Yo, like.
But see,
Royale.
the thing is, that what I said this is because at the time, Phil's not where he is now.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just starting off, and I'm just fucking this shit up. But it's not my place to say nothing because it's not my show.
Right.
That's why I was like, yo, Jay, you need to hit this nigga up. This nigga need a real interview. And then I think it was like 2 weeks later, that's when Jay came through.
Right. Jay Wise. We did.
Jay Wise was.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
He was on Maryland Avenue.
Yeah, I'm just saying people that we interview. I mean, he's been a whatever. Yeah, man, I shout out to everybody, man. Like, it's been so much love, so much support. So many people have taken time out of their schedule to come and be a part of what we do, and we love y'all for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why niggas hate us for real. Well, Tess hates us, but I mean that's because we gave him. We gave him an awkward interview. He was on your show. I thought that was phenomenal, bro.
Can I?
I thought that was fun.
Really
Please go
quick?
ahead.
That day, like I've known Tess probably, not know him. You know what I mean? He's not my homeboy.
Right.
Never.
You've known him in passing in the
But
industry.
in passing, not even industry. We got we got the same barbershop.
Oh, okay, got you.
So and we would always just chop. We always chop. Yo, big homie, what's up, baby? You know what I mean? Everything cool, you know. And it was my birthday weekend. I was like, yo, I go get a cut. He's in there. I said, yo, who do I contact to get you on the show? And the nigga was, because that nigga is, you know, in and out, back and forth.
Right.
And the nigga was like, when next time you doing the show? I mean, it's Friday, we're recording tonight, but you know what I mean, we can schedule it. He was like, nah, I drop by tonight. First he was going to give me the manager and the blah, 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 but then he was like, you know what, you came, you know,
just
the
hit
right
me.
way. You know what I mean? And he was like, nah, I come through tonight. And then nigga came through.
That's what's up. That's love.
That
I
was-
thought that was a great interview. Like, he don't understand. Like, I love him as an MC. I think he's phenomenal. It's just that when we did the review, you know, we were honest about how we felt about shit. And, you know, we said, you're a dope MC, but we want to hear you on more original music. He gets mad.
Yeah, he hates the shit out of it.
And then he took a lot of actions against us or whatever. But I still love him, yo. The same thing with Fendi. She actually tried to punk me on camera, like on some other shit. Didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? But I still love her too.
I won't.
Fuck no.
That was a
I'm
joke.
not.
It was a
No,
joke.
put my hand on no female,
It was a
bro.
joke.
No. It's cool.
can't make that joke?
No, you can make the joke.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm just like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. No, nigga, I'm putting no hands on this woman. Like. Yo, she will take that shit.
I'm sorry, I don't even know you, sweetheart. I
She will
apologize.
take that shit and run with it, bro. Like I have, yo. When I tell you she takes shit
I
serious,
didn't mean to call you a host here. I don't know.
she is an Aries woman. There you go. You already know what it is. It's not. Yeah. So shout out to you, Fendi. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. I mean, we've had run-ins with pretty much everybody in the industry.
What's the worst run-in? Has that ever gotten viral?
Fendi was the worst run-in for real. And she got aggressive, but like I didn't allow her to go
The
there.
aggressiveness?
She did. Like I said, she was trying to create a moment, and I didn't let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because she kept trying to make it seem like, you know, like she was just trying to make it seem like we was just spent the whole time, you know, like dogging her out. I said, we spent the whole time talking about how attractive you was, how we thought you was the best female MC to come out of this region, how we love you, and how we can't wait to hear an album from you. I said the only thing we said was bad was like you wasted a future from Jadakiss on a fucking mixtape song. And I was like, if you're gonna have Jadakiss on a song, put him on an original so that you can make money off of it. The other thing we said is we tired of you doing mixtapes, nigga. You done did like 3-4 mixtapes. Why don't you give me an original album, real body of work? So then she kept saying, no, you was saying this shit. I was like, yo, pull up the video. Pull up the audio right now because there wasn't no video. And I was like, I'll pull up the audio right now. We can say and listen to it. It's only 10 minutes long, bro. Like, and she was like, no, fuck you. Da, da. And I'm like, bro, I said, I love you, yo. I said, I think you fine as hell. I'm like, yo, I said, I'll take you out to dinner right now. Like, so the whole time the dude running the camera, I'm like, it's not going off the way you want. Because you want me to be mad and angry with you. And I'm like, I bang with you. You know what I'm saying? I love hip hop and I love you as an artist. And I'm like, but I got to be honest about how I feel about something I hear. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to review an album, I'm giving you my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So, Yo, the crazy part is, those were the worst ones. Everybody else was loving. Yo, D-Boy the Dome, like, ran up on me, gave me a hug. Like, yo, nobody has ever gave me any opinion. They always say you lit. They don't never give me no. He was like, yo, you was the first person to tell me. And we trashed the shit out of the D-Boy album. We went in. He loved it. He was like, yo, please keep being honest. And then he went back and created a phenomenal body of work behind that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took that, and that's something I really respect about D-Boy. Like, he took the criticism and then he created off of that. You know what I'm saying? He went back and fixed the mistakes that he had. You know what I'm saying? He really made something that was dope. You know, and same thing with what's his name? There's a few of them, man, that I saw in the streets, and they were like, you know, they appreciated it. I think a lot of the dudes just appreciated somebody talking about their music. Period. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite, like, last 10 years, like, favorite album to come from a Baltimore artist?
These two niggas know what I'm about to say, but it's kind of. Wait a minute, HD Dreams 2? HD Dreams 2 is up there. Wait a minute, have you listened to any Baltimore music to really kind of be able to have a discussion?
Somewhat, somehow.
If you really want to talk about creativity and just body of work,
Stars' album was good.
the LFDD to me, Live Forever Die Dope from Stars is to me his best body of work, period. But Greenspan's
Stay Away.
That shit was dope.
no, it's not Stay Away, the one after that.
The green cover.
Yeah, Cool
Yeah,
Whatever
that
and all that.
Yeah.
To me, that's
Good as shit.
Him performing that record
Cool or whatever.
was better than listen. He did that show,
Fuck, what's the name of
and he had like Lonnie Moore there.
Right.
Of course, he was there.
right.
But that performance was easily the best local performance I've ever seen.
Word.
That album was hard.
My favorite project I think I've ever heard locally, though, and it's because of my affinity for 90s hip hop and boom bap, is that Ivory Student.
Never Gonna Die. That's what it's
From J Royale?
Yes.
I haven't heard it yet. I need to listen to it so I can hear what is it called?
Never Gonna Die.
So Never Gonna Die to me is number one on my list.
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
project.
it's perfect.
Ill Conscious. I don't think I've heard an album from Ill Conscious. I think I've heard like singles and shit like that. He's got some phenomenal single records. Shit. Damn, top 5 greatest Baltimore. This is a great topic. And I'm glad we got on this. Who
He's
got
got music on the way too.
Who?
Bill Con.
That's good. He stay working.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, bro. They stay working. Let me tell you.
In fact, Royale was the first nigga locally with a Grizzly. He had that Benny feature.
Oh yeah.
And he had a Conway
You know
feature.
what? Thank you, cause I was listening to the album earlier. I was listening to my playlist, and I got one of his songs on there, and I was like, "Yo, why does that sound like Conway?"
Yeah,
And I
no,
was
he
like,
got a
"Oh."
Conway record and a Benny record.
You know what he need to do? Re-release that motherfucker. Do some new graphics and fucking roll that shit back out, cause that shit'll fucking do numbers. Not saying it's not doing numbers now, but I'm trying to think, bro. I'm definitely gonna put you on HD Dreams.
Jumping.
HD Dreams 2, Greenspan, Never Gonna Die, Stars, LFDD. Even though he's gonna get mad at me and say, "Oh, it was one of his other projects."
Stars, though.
Star, I don't care.
Just Star.
LFDD. Now, Stars and Davo's joint project.
You really do like that joint.
I still listen to it every
really
day,
do
bro.
that
Like,
joint.
yo, it was a joint called Layups.
That's the
Phenomenal
EP.
body of work.
What you call him? The album was good.
Who?
No, Scar Akbar's. I liked
Scar got some classic shit.
Pain, whatever.
I'm gonna say YG Tech's first solo album, No Excuses.
You did like that too.
That shit was crazy, bro. Like, to me, I heard Nas, cause his pen game insane. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put him at 7. I'm gonna put him at 8, and I'm gonna put the Moose and YG Tech album, the collabo album
Did
they
you
did.
like that?
Yo, I fuck with that album,
That's
yo.
cool.
That shit hard.
That's cool. No,
No, he actually liked it.
I liked it.
Matter of fact, he started playing it and had me listening to it. Cause I was like, oh, shit.
I liked it.
Like, did you like that? It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's alright. Yeah, that's what he went.
It's cool.
Sound like the first time you heard Cannabis first album. You liked it?
Did you like that?
I'm gonna put Band Hunter. I'm gonna put Band Hunter Izzy. The was that the blue code.
Yeah, Blue Code. Yeah.
I'll put Blue Code at 10, and I'll put Shorty at the Captain Hook at like 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but if we want to talk about like greatest artists of the decade, yo, Shorty immediately goes to the front of the line, nigga. First Baltimore rapper to get a gold album, nigga. I mean, gold record. You know what I'm saying? He gets a gold record. I'm gonna give the number 2 spot to motherfucking Moose for being like the most consistent. You know what I'm saying? Killing the game. And if you really talk about it, Moose birthed a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're talking about most successful, you would put Tate at the second spot, right?
Nah, I'm not putting Tate. I'm putting Tate third. Bro, you know about GGL Slick because of Moose. You know about CTM Ball because of Moose. You know about fucking half these niggas that's it's just street niggas that's moving.
Yeah, but you know
they got their heat being close to Moose.
You know about Shorty because of Tate.
You know about Shorty because of
Peso the Mafia, which
is Tate. But at the end of the day, that's just one compared to how many niggas.
That's true. All right, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And Moose streaming a lot more than fucking Tate, for real. But Tate, why is it disrespectful to Tate be number 3?
It's
like,
not. I just wonder.
You know what I'm saying? Peso gonna go 4. I'm definitely gonna put YG Tech 5. Well, we gotta put Skola somewhere in there. So we'll put Skola at 5, Tech at 6. This nigga Ilfam looking at me like, wait till you finish this stupid ass shit so you can get to a real list. I feel you.
No. I'm learning at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because there's
I'm just going off of sales and popularity. I'm not going off of
kind of
lyrical.
Away from those kind of lists, like you know how like you have the GOAT list now, right?
Right.
And everybody's like, this nigga's the GOAT. This guy is the best of all time. It's not really quantifiable, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm more of a favorite nigga. Like your top 5 might not be your favorite 5 of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of moving toward like a.
But let's have a senseless argument. We'll push my little shit to the side. Let's have a real senseless, and it's not gonna mean anything argument. When you say the best, what's the qualifications for being the best or the illest or whatever?
That's
not all time. Let's just talk about last decade.
Oh.
So let's talk about flow. We talking about flow. We gonna talk about lyrics, presentation. Let's say if we take sales out of it.
Are we talking about Baltimore?
If we take sales out of it, everybody that was on my list that I just mentioned goes the fuck off.
That's where
the whole city kind of like tip turvies into another space. But the thing is that, and this must be said, I'm saying this on camera because I want to show respect to the niggas that got bumped off. Them niggas is out there grinding their ass off and spending their money. Where the other niggas we about to talk about ain't doing it. They finessing, but that finessing shit only gonna get you so far.
I don't know. I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think out of everybody, Stars might have made the most because he was on tour with, you know, what you call him? Fuck.
But I mean, if we talking about top, let's say top 5 greatest MCs based off of talent and skill. Damon Blue is
okay.
See, but he's not gonna. Ilfam's not gonna agree with that.
I like that
because yours is gonna be Conscious, J Royale.
I feel like
you can put Greenspan in there.
Damon Blue had him a very good machine behind him, and he was to use life is wrestling. He was pushed to the moon. Like you saw it. Like there was a movement in the city behind Damon Blue, and some of these other niggas that may have a better penmanship game. Or better, but a lesser support system. You know what I mean? Would benefit from that. And I don't fault either. And I don't really have anything against.
What you mean? Wouldn't benefit from what? The push?
Like what I'm saying is they weren't able to have a benefit of having an amazing system behind him. But you saw when Damon Blue was like a summer. He was like a moment for a summer. Like.
Yeah, I agree. He was definitely a moment. I feel like we don't give him his props for what he does artist wise. Like I think he's a phenomenal writer, and you know what I'm saying. And for him to be able to cross genres, to be able to do R&B very well, because he writes all of those records. He writes crazy hooks, and then to turn back around and go toe to toe with Kiss, you go toe to toe with this nigga, go toe to toe with that nigga, like, and then not be on some fall off shit like it was whack. Like y'all can't say the Blue got really whack verses for real. So like he's a phenomenal nigga. I just feel like, see the thing is I know behind the scenes shit. So and that's the thing, and I don't want to disrespect, because if I start talking, the niggas gonna have their feelings hurt. So you know what I'm saying? Niggas had like, it's not like niggas didn't have opportunities to take advantage of a system that was in place.
Okay.
It's just niggas didn't want to sacrifice or give up to gain or take the risk. It was just kind of like everybody want to be Nipsey, but everybody ain't got that drug money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be Nipsey, but they don't. You know, everybody want to be the boss. They want to own everything, but it's like, bro, you got to give up something to gain something. If you're not coming to the table with the bread, because you can't ask people to invest. And you want to keep everything for yourself, but you want people to give you $500,000, you know what I mean, whatever dollars or whatever. So a lot of those situations, you know what I mean, some people are in the space that they in because they were looking at and I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing to do. Like a sacrifice is a sacrifice, but I always tell people that time plays a factor. Because you getting older every day. Every day you getting older, the clock ticking away. So like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta play that. You gotta play the game. So like, getting back on this joint, top five. Give me your top 5 favorite artists, Baltimore City, decade.
Decade.
And then I want y'all to start thinking about the legends list.
That's fine.
Legends, all-time legends out of Baltimore. But give me the top 5 personally.
Greatest named project, and it came out this year. The best project to come out of this area of all time, and he's family, like he called my wife by her first name.
Okay.
Fever Leo, that goddamn God Don't Bless No Suckers is the greatest album title I've ever heard.
Okay, greatest album title. Okay, I haven't heard the album yet.
It's pretty good.
But it's good. You heard it?
It's good.
Okay. All right.
I gotta go Green. The same,
Okay.
because like I said,
Okay, so you just naming the whole home team. All right, cool. We can move on. All right, yeah, I'm saying like you just gonna name all your homies. It's gonna be J Royale, Greenspan, Fever Leo, Conscious, and who else? Who's the last person?
My mans, though.
Okay, so who's the last person that I didn't mention?
I'm trying to think, because honestly, and it's gonna sound really crazy, for the last 2 years, if I'm not listening to anything for either an interview or a review purpose, I don't listen to a lot of music. I'm listening to music now for me a lot of times is work. Because I'm doing something with it. So my release is podcast. You know what I'm saying? So niggas say, did you hear the such and such? Yes, I listened to it because I had to comment on it. But I can't say that I listen to a lot of music for pleasure anymore. Just because music is work as of the last few years.
Let me ask y'all something real quick. So with all y'all, because I'm not, you can start naming people from Baltimore. I'll be like, yeah, I have no idea who that is. Because in fact, I'm always out of town. So with all y'all always reviewing Baltimore artists and everything, do y'all still listen to Baltimore artists in y'all free time, or y'all listen to something totally different?
I do.
Let me tell you, I
both.
As a personal thing, it started out personal. I cherry pick records that I love, and I created a hot info with no playlist, and then I turned it into an Instagram page, and I still update that playlist on like every time I hear a new record that I fuck with, I add it to that playlist. I listen to that playlist almost every day. You know what I'm saying? I love Baltimore. I've always loved Baltimore music. So it's a part of it's just the fact that we have more good music. It just makes me more happy because I have more music I can listen to on a regular basis.
No, and I'm not knocking the fact that y'all listen to. I'm just saying.
No. You just asked me, do I listen?
You listen to review.
No. I'm saying I listen to enjoy.
Okay.
Because that playlist is my personal list of songs that I love.
That's what I got from you. You listen to review. You don't.
Right.
You don't listen to enjoy.
Yeah.
Like you in the car, you just driving on the interstate, you just put this on and you just, if I listen to this, can I actually really get into what they saying on the beat? Or am I trying to listen to it to take notes?
But that's like, so that's why at this point now, if something makes my actual playlist of something I'm listening to, for instance, Freddie Gibbs' Bandana.
Beautiful album.
That made it to I listen to it for pleasure. I listen to it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful.
Now, if I listen to something on purpose, you've made something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The Plugs I Met by Benny. It's something I listen to on purpose. But if not, like, I have to work to listen to your music at this point. You know what I'm saying? I've got to make time.
You alright?
It's hot as a
Just
bitch.
trying to open that window.
Stand your ass up and do it.
No.
It's got to be antifreeze. But for me, I mean, those are the type of projects that if they aren't like my favorite rappers, I listen, and because how disposable music has become in the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, no one sits with albums over When was the last album niggas sat with consistently over? You know what I mean? Like over the last 2 years.
You really can't, because that's why, like you said, that's why it's playlist.
I mean, tell you, I have a list of artists that I sit like. There's this artist named L.E. $sign from Houston, Texas, and he drops these crazy projects, and I listen to him over and over again. I mean, I'm a genuine fan. The same thing with Nipsey. Like, I was genuinely a Nipsey Hussle fan for the last decade, my nigga. And like the better he got, the more obsessive I listened to it. So like, you know what I mean? It's just sad that I lost that person, you know what I'm saying, and lost that music. But because I never hear, well, I'm probably gonna get 1 or 2 more projects from him, but outside of that, it's dead. But you're right. I think the experimentation is there to listen and touch, because I'll go to the new music section and I just be wanting to hear. But it's very rare that after hearing it, I go back to it. Like Summer Walker surprisingly caught me and made me go, and they made me a little nostalgic.
Ari Lennox.
Didn't like it.
You didn't like the Ari Lennox album?
It's just, I felt like, I'll be telling niggas like this. If I wanted to listen to fucking Erykah Badu, I'll listen to Erykah Badu. I don't need...
You're not getting any new Erykah Badu. And she put an amazing album out.
Well, the argument was that Ari Lennox was better. Ari Lennox album was better than the other chick. Fuck.
Ellie Mae?
Yeah.
Definitely was.
And that, no
Definitely
sir. No sir.
Y'all tripping. So anyway, I mean, like, Pill, give me your top 5 from Baltimore.
Artists or albums?
Artists.
Oh, all right. So my top 5 would be Stars, Tate, Lonnie Moore, Greenspan, and I'm gonna say Moose, yo. He's been growing on me lately.
Dummy.
Yeah.
Out of towners will never understand. Will, do you have a top 5 Baltimore artists?
Can you even count the 5?
Damn.
That's disrespectful.
That was a shot
that
right
was
there.
Disrespectful as shit.
I'm gonna go with Slick.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that was going.
I'm gonna put Slick up there too.
Stars.
Oh.
Didn't see that coming.
You ain't see Stars, yo?
Not coming out of his mouth. Pause.
Wasn't going in his mouth.
It's
all right.
Bruh, wait, we're recording. Come on. Come on.
Oh my.
Come on. You got this. Use your brain.
Compelling content.
That's it, crazy. But to be honest with you, those are only like he only listened to GGO Slick, and he might step on a Stars record every now and then.
Great, sir.
He only did it like, what was it, 2 albums?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
still,
it was still lit.
Shout out to Rome C. Rome C's dope.
I mean,
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that
You gonna have to educate me. For real?
Yeah.
Go put me on, so I can understand. You know what I'm saying?
Him and Math have had some amazing. Matter of fact, the first time I met Ill Conscious, it was a record with it's Math, Math and Ill Con, but it was his record, nigga. It's called Something Beyond, nigga. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, I've always known that Math is crazy, right?
Right.
The funniest thing.
He said, I've always known that Math was crazy. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Seeing niggas react to a nigga that they don't know. I think Tizlon was there. Shout out to E Major. That's the homie. Tizlon was there. Ron C. And niggas is recording. Nobody knows Math.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard the verse already.
Right.
To see niggas react that way to your peoples is wild. But on the Something Beyond record, the argument, I still to this day these niggas argue over who won the record between Ilkan and Math. That record is crazy. Something Beyond remix. But Ron C's dope.
So he's trying to sneak Math onto the top list.
I'm not, because then they don't put out projects and he doesn't want to rap.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it up. I'm gonna be real about this shit. like top 5. And yo, I need to do honorable mentions real quick. I feel like Detroit is phenomenal. I don't feel like people give her any respect or appreciation for being the dope person that she is.
I want to put Mike Even on my honorable mention.
I'm definitely putting Zeep on my honorable mention. I'm definitely Mike Even is. I seen Mike Even recently. Shout out to him.
Hit me. Yes,
and I'm
fire shit.
facts. And I put Nephew on the honorable mention list. You know what I'm saying? I will be out there January the 24th. I just bought my plane ticket. 25th for her little festival thing, whatever she doing. So shout out to her.
With us?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
You don't want to support your
Can we not get back into that? I don't really want it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'll support her from here.
So like let me do my top. Let me do my little top 5 list. Shit, I'm looking through my playlist just to make sure I don't forget nobody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to the home team. Like everybody that Ill fan mentioned. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Greenspan. I know you don't fuck with me, but I love you, my nigga. And Feeve. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like fat people. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. It's all good. It's all good. You know? It's good. That's not a whatever the mad villains of the good villains. That's not a good villain. It's not a good villains outfit there. So anyway, there you go. So we don't have to get into that on here. You know what I mean? We'll get into the hate later. So anyway, my top 5 is definitely Greenspan is going to be at number 5 spot. Number 4 spot we're going to put number 4 spot I'm going to put Moose. The number 3 spot I'm going to put man, this is hard to do. Are we talking about like just straight skill set? Insane.
You the one that picked
Your
it.
favorite.
Oh, well, I love you, Moose, but Moose goes off the list. So we'll say Greenspan, we'll say Stars, we'll say definitely Slick. GGO Slick is literally one of my favorite artists. I listen to him every day. Ron Dreams, Chop Johnson, honorable mention. But Ron Dreams, I listen to Ron Dreams. I think his music has come such a long way in a long time. But like he's got phenomenal music. And Guilty Pleasure is Shorty. He's got some fucking dope records for real. And to see his evolution, like his physical appearance with the music and all that, I think is dope. I'm gonna say this to Baltimore niggas. Y'all gotta get over the whole niggas gotta be the realest gangsters. Yes. So he got shot in the ass with his own gun while he was trying to rob somebody. Shit happens, yo. He a fucking dummy, but the music is good, nigga. Like, can we let that shit go and just embrace a nigga just doing something dope? You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Can we stop handing out CDs?
Yes, I guess. I don't know where that got it.
I just want.
Oh, is that what we talk?
Yo, it's funny you said that. So I was at
oh boy,
Peppers, right across from DMV. Dude tried to hand me a CD. I was like,
what am I gonna do with this?
I don't have a CD player in my car.
Yeah, what am I doing with this?
And it was like he thought I was joking. I was like, yo, come here. I said, I don't have a CD player.
Yeah, nice.
He was like, you ain't got one at the house? No.
For what?
Why would I have a CD player in my
got
house?
Bluetooth.
Y'all want to get a record player?
But like, Alexa, play CD. Like,
nah.
No.
That's for rich niggas.
The fuck you mean?
You a rich nigga.
They have a record player?
Yeah, that's
no, that shit is classic.
Yeah.
Then I gotta take it back and everything like that.
No.
I just bought a Sonos and I'm about to get another one. Like, yo,
I want Sonos so bad.
I've been had one for like 6-7 months. But I just log into my phone, go into my Sonos and start playing music, anything I want. I can set it on repeat. I can do playlists.
Sonos
The whole nine and shit. Sonos is ill.
Why don't you get a Bose?
Nah, I'm good. So anyway,
Bose for bougie niggas.
I'm gonna say the last.
So you must got one.
Nah.
We gonna talk about legends last 20 years, and I'm gonna do this real quick, and we shutting this show down. Because we supposed to do. Can you find me a couple of those ones gotta go for me? But I know Ilfam gotta go because he got a job. So this nigga's walking out of the room. So what I want to do is making sure that what we gonna do is last 20 years, the legends. The greatest, the artists that have defined our music industry. Pill, name one person that you feel like, yo, last 20 years defined Baltimore's music history.
Tim Trees.
My nigga, I agree with that. Will, where you at with it?
I'm gonna go Tim Trees.
I thought she was gonna go smash. Okay, Bizzy, artist that you feel like has defined the last 20 years of Baltimore music scene.
I've only been in Baltimore for about 5 years.
You've been in Baltimore longer than that, stupid.
I'm dead serious.
You've been on longer than that.
No.
Anyway, artist that you know was born out of the city. Oh, that's dope. Even though I don't think I've eaten half of them, but whatever.
Tate, because he's the.
I agree with that.
I mean,
He's changed the trajectory of our city multiple times.
out of most of the people that y'all have been talking about, I've been sitting here like quick researching. He's the only one made it to like the BET stage.
Shorty did too. But that's not the end of the day. Also, Ben Hunter Izzy. So,
Oh, what's the dude that did How to
Legends.
Rob? That shit was
Who?
How to Rob.
That's Ben Hunter Izzy.
Yeah, that shit. The shit I sent you.
Yeah.
That shit was hot.
Okay, so yeah, I know. Give me a napkin. What most impactful? We're gonna do a list. Most impactful artists that helped change Baltimore's music industry. So give me yours. Pick one, sir. Pick one.
I mean, the difficult part about that is, I think I'm honestly,
This nigga just.
Yeah, he did that on the mic.
My bad.
No, no,
You trying to take your garbage pail, yo status, yo. This nigga,
no. Yo, he wiping his titty and then blowing his nose.
Titty.
And then wiping his titty again.
Titty is here. Titty is here. I wiped here. What are you talking about?
old garbage pail kid. You
Ooh, I like that one. Go ahead.
I think because it's the first time I saw, and I just talked about this, but it's the first time I saw the machine work in Baltimore. Is Damon Blue. I've never seen a movement. And Baltimore's always been super scattered. Like, these niggas move here and these niggas move here. Everybody was like, okay, that's the guy.
I disagree, but I understand what you're saying. Because I would say Boss Man was the first time I seen a movement, but I don't think you were paying attention to the industry at that time. So I give you.
Boss Man was, yeah.
Yeah, Boss Man was born and raised here, nigga.
No.
Boss Man moved 10,000 units before he got his record in the stores, and
So
that
who's Baltimore's guy right now?
Baltimore's guy right now is Shorty with a gold record. He just got a gold record for Obituary. So, and Detroit, she's doing crazy numbers. Shout out to her. So both of them got projects out right now. Both of them got singles that's moving. Both of them are selling crazy records. So, and Ben Hunter Izzy. So anyway, Boss Man back in 2002, 2003 created a street movement. Flyers, posters. He was selling CDs for $2. That was the first thing I seen. Would hit you at the flea market, hit you at the mall. He had multiple teams moving all around the city selling mad product. And he was just selling niggas CDs for $2. And then he had then he got signed, he did whatever he did. So but then I definitely agree. I feel like there are things that we can talk about with Damon Blue that are phenomenal. Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like seeing his movement, his growth, building a label, building a nonprofit organization. Like, they have an infrastructure that's insane. But what people don't know is that same organization is behind a lot of the more successful artists that I've mentioned. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They got their hands in a lot of different shit.
That actually kind of co-signs my point, is that when he did it, it showed that infrastructure that, we can do it.
Right.
And then it grew from them.
Right.
So then the influence starts though there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Like the connection, like even like the point I was making, and I've been saying this shit for 10, 15 years, is that we need a lot of face. We needed an organization to come that was fully funded, that could open doors and keep the doors open so that other people can get what they need. It's not always about niggas signing. Some niggas need producers. Some niggas need studios. Some niggas need a PR person. Some niggas need to be able to just catch a meeting. And there's about resources. And and let me tell y'all something y'all motherfuckers don't want respect about Damon Blue and what he brought to the table. He single-handedly brought that. He brought the resource to the table that built the infrastructure that every artist that is your favorite rapper, I don't give a fuck who it is, from out of Baltimore, he's remotely in some way connected so that these niggas can have what they have, because these niggas didn't have those resources before. So Damon Blue is definitely a legend last 20-year legend. I'm definitely saying Wayne Jones, my nigga. We talking about Tim Trees, you know what I mean? Tim Trees is high on my list. Boss Man for being the fucking legend. To me, showing, having the first successful street scene. Paula Campbell for being the first female artist to come out in Baltimore and destroy the city independently. She was in the streets, posters and flyers everywhere, had the radio going crazy, still has records that's played on the radio. Finessed the bag out of fucking Columbia, went national, did her thing. Like, yo, that's a legend. Definitely want to say, I feel like Greenspan did it for the independent niggas in a fly, different way that made, I was nervous as shit when I met Greenspan, because it was like he just looked, his whole aesthetic was so another level, you know what I'm saying, and doing it independently without no big budget, you know what I mean, like shit was fly. I'm definitely saying Tate, because Tate is the first artist that kind of went raw. He was a young dude, you know what I'm saying, mad kids already, and he went from being homeless to just going hard and making a record go national, getting signed, and get fucked by the label, but still grinding and keeping his head above water. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, I feel like he a legend. Be Rich, the first guy to have a national record that went worldwide.
Or 80 Dimes.
Yeah. Whoa now, that's what the old heads say.
Yeah.
Yo, Be Rich, legend. We be trying to forget that nigga. Like, nah, don't forget that nigga. That nigga's a whole legend out here. You know what I'm saying? Mully Man, first nigga to have major fucking art. Yo, he had... That's why I can't wait to sit down with him. This nigga had, we talking about early, Memphis Bleak. When Memphis Bleak was doing platinum records, he had fucking, was that Freeway. He had all these different niggas on an album independently. Drops that shit, goes, moves to New York, does a mixtape with DJ Who Kid. Starts touring the whole East Coast. Goes to Atlanta. Starts doing big shit. Clayway, independently, moving throughout Baltimore City, does great records.
You know that was the first Baltimore city I bought.
Clayway?
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? And then
This is back in
I'm gonna say
90s.
Yeah.
word. I'm gonna say
Yeah, that infinity, the one with the infinity on the cover.
word. Last two I'm gonna say is Pork Chop, cause that first mixtape, the first single he dropped, that shit was dope, and the video was phenomenal. And then LMS, to me, was the first act that I remember that was on radio, and I'm doing a honorable mention on Hootie Shalom, but LMS had the video on MTV, the song on the radio, and it wasn't a radio record. And niggas was doing shows all over Baltimore, killing it. And like that was like they were the prerequisite that kind of opened the door for like Tim Trees to come and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, if you want to talk about legends that make shit happen, so like that's my list. You know what I'm saying? Did you want to change, add? Did I forget anybody?
What's that dude from PG that always come out to all the events? Can't think of his name right now.
That's a good question. And I forgot about Moose. Moose needs to be on that legend list.
Ed Smack?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our nigga, but he not from Baltimore, so I can't put him. I can't put him.
PG.
I think he's from DC.
Yeah, he from DC.
DC PG.
Shout out to my fucking nigga Ass Smack. I ain't talked to that nigga in a minute. Yo.
Shout out to Mumbo Sauce. Nigga.
That motherfucker overseas.
Motherfucker's right.
Like playing in the desert somewhere and shit.
For real.
Animals.
Oh, for real? That's lit. Yo, shout out to you, nigga. Get that overseas pussy. So,
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all too. Okay, y'all have interviewed a lot of people.
word.
And through the years, you have built up a tolerance to notice bullshit and then notice also talent. For what y'all have learned through your observation, what would you tell somebody that's probably watching this that want to be up and coming, either want to be a rapper or want to be a part of? Like, what would you tell them?
First thing, I'm sorry. Did you want to go first, or you good?
I mean, for me, it's just short. Nigga, be entertaining. It doesn't matter. Like, your content has to follow up. But when it comes to this thing that we do, be entertaining. And, other than that, I mean, nothing really is going to leave a mark.
Well, I don't have a fan base, so I'm not that entertaining.
You have a fan base.
So I'm just playing around. But I say you gotta find you a will that'll keep motivating you when you want to quit, and you know what I'm saying. Keep asking stupid ass questions that'll make you frustrated, so you'll keep moving. So I feel like that's essential. Number two thing is recognize from the beginning it's a grind, my nigga. And the word grind means hard, grueling, annoying work, and have a genuine love for this. Because when the grind really starts to set in, you need to love it enough to want to keep going. So like that's it. So even if you start out sucking and you don't sound good on the mic or you don't have a personality, that grind and that passion for it, you'll start watching YouTube videos and you'll start picking up. I picked up a lot of my verbal characteristics and tones and even the way I talk from watching a lot of successful broadcasters, people that were doing television. So like I was more laid back and boring to me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I kept listening. I'm like, why don't I have that aggressive tone? I had to develop an aggressive tone.
So I think I misheard the question. Because I thought you was talking about what we tell niggas.
So you got somebody at home right now.
talking about artists.
No. You got somebody at home right now
that wants to do podcasting.
Watching this. They either want to be a parter or they want to be an up and coming artist.
Oh, what I would tell an artist. Okay, I thought you was talking about what we do.
No, it's a 2-part question.
Okay, so for the people that would
you tell the parter?
Yeah, the people that want to do what I would do, I just told you. The people that want to be an artist, it's the same shit, but you know, the thing I'm telling niggas now, because when I was young, I used to be like, it's all about the music. Make sure you're making good music. I'm 40, my nigga. If you don't understand what you're getting into, don't get into it. This is an entertainment business. If you cannot identify a customer base and cater to that customer base,
so you need to audience.
Right. You need to get the fuck on. And you need to understand the reality of that fan base. If you are Griselda and you making gritty street music, you got a long, hard road ahead of you, and you need to be selling some bricks so that you can pay the rent to keep the lights on. So until you get to the point you need to get to, because it's not a popular thing. Griselda is not getting played on the radio, but they have invested properly. They have built a fan base, and then now they're connecting with the industry at wide that's helping them get their message out and get their music out. If you want to be a Busta Rhymes or whatever, understand it. Yo, if you want to be number one, you want to be Jay-Z. Jay-Z's an entertainer. That means outfits. That means stage show. That means, visuals. That means you got to entertain people, and you have to figure out who you're entertaining. The problem I had with a lot of artists, some of these artists we even talked about tonight, their problem is they still they still waiting for the industry to come and love them and embrace them and go, yo, we got you, we're going to take you the rest of the way. This industry is not going to take you no fucking where. This industry is only going to exploit you. If you ain't got it together, you ain't getting on, bro. You need to develop it. You need to start getting money. There's niggas out here independently that is getting money. Follow the Hot 410 playlist page. I'll show niggas people that had they Spotify numbers, crazy Spotify numbers, like independent niggas that's doing 1 million plays a year with this and that and the third. And that equals out to checks, my nigga. So be prepared to grind, be prepared to do business. And I'm shutting the fuck up. Go ahead. Ill fam.
I think industry wise, I mean, as far as like rappers, like I said, that stands. Like be entertaining. Mm-hmm. Everybody is competing. You're no longer music wise just competing with music anymore.
Right.
You're competing with a podcast,
correct,
with YouTube, with
correct,
Netflix,
correct,
with HBO Go,
correct,
so on and so forth. Be better than what you're competing with. Mm-hmm. Be better. That's it, man. If you ain't good, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? As far as this side of the mic, you know what I mean? What we do, you gotta love it, but smarten yourself up. Never stop, like.
So, you gotta learn constantly.
That's funny you say that. So
even on the artist side, you gotta smarten the fuck up.
I got a good one for y'all.
So like you always, it's two things you want to do. You need to know the content, right? But then you need to know how the content jives with whatever it is that you do. Mm-hmm. So if you approach things from a comedic aspect, you have to be able to go and touch the content from a funny perspective, like something where the people that listen to you every week listen to you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So if you give the same perspective that Charlamagne gave last week or that Ebro gave the day after that, they're just going to go to Charlamagne and Ebro.
Right.
So you get it the way your content jives with whatever you do, and you give the people what they want. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jalen, what's his nigga?
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, get the people what they want.
I don't even watch basketball, but I know the name.
So, 10 years. All y'all old. Everybody at this table, we old. Call it what you want. You take washed. Washed. Seasoned. Seasoned. Don't you know how everybody been doing that 10-year challenge? They take a picture and then, if you was to look at a picture, or if you were to actually go back to 10 years from now, what would you tell that person? What would you tell yourself 10 years?
So I need to imagine myself 10 years in the future, and then I have to imagine me thinking back.
No.
What would you tell your past self?
Your 10-year-old from now? From this
your 30-year-old self.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That is very funny.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good question. What would I tell my 30-year-old self? I would tell myself, stop playing with your money. You know what I'm saying, and tighten up the cash. Because if I had did what I was doing now, I'd been on properties. I'd been rich. For real. I was burning through money like crazy. You know what I mean? I was doing unnecessary stuff. The next thing I would say is, stop being afraid of being in front of the camera. Just do that shit. You know what I mean? My brother, my middle brother, was telling me to get on camera 10 years ago, bro. He was telling me, yo, you need to be in front of a camera. And I was just like, nah, I just get on this microphone. I do this podcasting thing. And then 10 years ago, what I know now, use the word podcast, bro. Be the first black nigga to use podcast, bro. I knew about podcasts 15 years ago. I was in Caucasia living with white people, nigga. They was calling that shit podcast a billion years ago, back when there was no, it was like the only place you can get it was Apple Music. And they had a little podcast, and they had a podcast section. Like, this shit ain't no new shit. Like, black people just discovered it because Joe Button or whatever. And before that, it was our nigga Reggie Osei. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace. But like, bro, I dropped the ball on that. I was podcasting the whole time. When I first started doing Aries Lounge on VVC, it was actually a website. I had to record the show. I had to put it on a website with a play button where people could play it. It was a podcast. But I was calling it a radio show. You know what I mean? Because to me, the radio show sounded more legitimate. You know what I mean? Because I was
because it was a term that everybody knew.
It was a term. It was a term that black people were familiar with and were comfortable with. And I should have said fuck black people 10 years ago. And I sort of chased down the white crowd. And I could have been white famous right now. You know what I'm saying? But I stuck with the niggas, and of course they didn't do shit for me. So like, yeah, right. Shout out to all of y'all niggas that don't give a fuck. And like, we doing what we doing. I feel like the journey is what it is, but locking down the money earlier definitely would have been a benefit. Definitely really committing to the podcasting thing. And every time I moved, pay more attention to the shit that you moving, because I lost a lot of shit on a lot of moves. You know what I'm saying? Some great stuff. So
what about you?
10 years ago, belief patterns. You start a bunch of things, and you want to get there with the niggas you started with. But belief patterns. So you know what I mean? You start, and I remember my very first thing that I wanted to do was a joint called the Willy Bobo, right?
I'm so happy you didn't do that.
But you know what the Willy Bobo is, like
kicking the Willy Bobo.
The Willy Bobo. So it was the Ustream, I think it was, and it was dope, but it was impossible to get 5 or 6 niggas to move in one direction at one time, but you keep trying to fit that square peg in that round hole, pause, because that's what you want. That's the way you want to get there. And that's stubborn. Like, so I think being able to understand and adapt to where the success lies. I mean, if you see it 10 years
well, what it is that you care about your friends, and you want them to come on the journey with you. You want them to take trips with you so that y'all can see different things and have different experiences.
Everybody,
and then niggas don't want.
At the same time.
Right. A lot of niggas, they just fighting the journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want them to.
That is a very common occurrence locally. Friends want to go to Deep Creek. And one nigga put the deposit down, and then the second, and then they be like, yo, can I get it to you?
Yeah, right. Yep, that happens.
Or if a group of friends going to Dallas.
Right.
And one say he don't feel like going.
Yeah, it's
But they ain't got,
It's a shot.
ain't got
I
no,
just don't
ain't got
know if
no
you-
reason. They just don't go. You know what I mean?
The reason is they don't feel like it.
I just don't know if you saw that,
When
but
you
it was
want,
a shot.
y'all niggas want to do photo shoots and niggas just don't want to come and do
It's a
photo
shot.
shoots.
You want to be a cartoon character, but you don't want to go to
Yo,
Dallas.
when niggas is trying to promote their own podcast and then niggas just don't promote, you know what I mean? Or
These shots is
like,
crazy.
yeah. I don't know who I mean, I'm just saying that sometimes you have a dream where you want to build something great with your friends.
I mean, yo, it's okay.
and they don't give a fuck.
See what
They
you
just-
opened
what
up?
it is. What
see
it
what
is.
can of
No,
words
this,
you
look, this is
opened
what
up?
happened. There's a chick out
just
there
don't.
that told him,
No idea what to do.
you cannot leave the state.
Damn, Will.
That's why he ain't going. Everybody else going except for you.
See that he took it to a whole nother disrespectful
Chick
level.
wears a
She
black
put
robe and has a gavel.
the lies, yo, the fucking lies,
No, I know
yo.
that's what it is, but it's all
Oh,
good with
shut
me, yo.
the fuck up. Pass me that wine, sir. So anyway, like, yo, at the end of the day, like, yo, that's definitely dope. Like, I never even thought about that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I look back on 10 years and I was like, wow, look at everything that we've gone through. Will and I have taken so many idiotic turns that we didn't have to take. If I had been a little bit more pragmatic about what I was doing, we probably could have been in a much better place. But
But did you use it as like a setback, or did you use it as a lesson learned?
neither.
Just something that happened at the moment.
And that's half the problem. I'm so fucking hard headed. It just be like, that's the shit that we go through. Instead of really sitting there and going like, yo, and that's the reason why I'm stopping everything to focus on getting this house. Because I need to do that. I need to stop and I gotta reset and I gotta make shit right. The same way I did this year. Like when I hit 40 and I went through my little fucking crisis, that shit is real. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, you're gonna hit 40. Well, you're gonna hit 50. But the rest of y'all,
Damn,
gonna
nigga,
hit
you
40.
50.
Shut the fuck up.
If I'm 50, that nigga at least
Ill
75.
fam, you gonna hit 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit hits you like a motherfucker. I know fam went through the same shit. Like, yo, it's just you get grown and you realize that, man, well, Ill fam accomplished the shit that I said I want. He got a house and a family and a wife and all that, but I haven't gotten those things.
'Cause he has somebody that loves him.
Right. Well, he got a wife that says, nigga, these bills gotta get paid.
So that's the thing. Is 10 years ago, I already had that angel from the cartoons on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Right.
That be like, nah, nigga, this is the way we should move. And so that conversation, I think that you're talking about, for me, probably would have started maybe 15. Nah, 'cause I've been married 15. Probably almost 20 years ago now, is because I didn't have that other piece of my, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
the piece of completion, which is my wife, to say, oh, nah, nigga, that don't work for you.
You need
You know
to
what
do
I'm saying?
this.
Yeah, but I have that, and I've always had that. Well, I've had it for the last 15.
So, but it sound like what you're saying. So, 2020, we gotta get this nigga a wife then.
So moving right along, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning
There's
in.
some right up the street.
You saying, girl? I'm
Appreciate
saying
y'all
Baltimore
for tuning
Street.
You
in.
got, what about, you got, that's it?
What?
That's all you?
No, we gotta do. That's in the next thing. That's another segment. So, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yo, Ill fam, tell them where they can find you, sir.
At IlFam79 on your social media
Chip.
choice. At Where's Buffy on all social media.
Chip.
At Black Wrestling on all social media.
Black Wrestling.
BlackWrestling.com.
Black
Where'sBuffy.com. YouTube.com/C/Where's Buffy.
Yeah. Busy. Where can they find you?
Media.
Huh?
I ain't got no social media.
Ill Will, where can they find you, sir?
On Instagram and all that will.
Pill.
Instagram, who is _DJ Pill, man. Holla at me.
Word.
The ocean.
We'll check you out sometime after New Year's. If we don't come back, I probably died or got shot or something happened or whatever. But if we do come back,
I do it.
it'll be-
We're doing memorial.
word. If I got the same background, I didn't get the house. But if we got a whole new background, then I got the house. So you know what I mean?
Well,
stay tuned. It is what it is. We love y'all. I just got pre-qualified. They didn't hand me a check, nigga. I'm still.
All right, we'll have this background next show.
So like, you know what I mean? But yo, pray for a nigga. Please support what we do. Yo, we still have the merch. You know what I mean? Y'all can please support the merch. Ill Fam is at Aries, but for some reason he still hasn't purchased the merch, even though I purchased the merch. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he doesn't like our merch, but you know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day he'll purchase some merch. And the rest of you can do the same. Just go to arieslounge.com. You know, copy merch and subscribe to our YouTube channel, BBC Life. We love each and every one of y'all. I've got some great content coming up. Yo, Bethany Benz, bro. That was a phenomenal interview. We got that coming on New Year's Day. So make sure you set that motherfucking notification button, cling, cling, so that way you know when that shit pop off. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all enjoying that GGL
Slick. He
Slick.
was slick too.
Hey, yo, why you ain't bring Bethany Benz on a regular day with me and Will?
Fuck y'all, nigga.
That would have been a good show.
No, check this out. I even called him that day. He was like, "Nah, you need to come at this time." That motherfucker made sure I was not here when she was here.
Yes.
I would too.
You got a reputation. So
Well, he does have. He has a history.
Because this is business, nigga. I don't have time for you to be asking a bunch of stupid ass questions and sitting around smiling and being all in her face asking a million. No, I don't need you. I don't need you fucking up the bag,
I got
nigga.
some
Like,
questions,
Who the fuck this nigga think he?
you know what I'm saying? I don't need you fucking up the bag. Cause that's not the end of
think I'm gonna be smiling?
That's not the end of. Just to let you guys know, this is not the end of Bethany Benz and JS1 a supplier. Dun, 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 dun.
They about to do a sex scene.
Keep.
She gonna fuck him. She gonna fuck him.
Yo, we'll check y'all next time. Aries Lounge, we out of here. Merry Christmas. We love y'all. Peace.
I hope
All
you
right.
see it.